Good morning, class 5th. How are you? I hope you all are fine and I hope you have completed your work up to which I have given to you. We were on chapter number 4th, that is operation on large numbers, and now we are going to start a topic within this chapter, multiplication. From yesterday we have completed addition and subtraction together, and in that we have done statement type of questions. Now we will begin with multiplication, and before starting multiplication I want to tell you that here multiplication will be simple, but you have to do multiplication with large numbers. Okay, so first of all we should know what should be the rules of multiplying those large numbers, and in this class, in class 5th, you are going to learn about the properties of multiplication also. Okay, so let's start from the multiplication. Okay, so first of all assume that 12 multiply 2 is equals to 24. I am taking an example just to let you know or just to recall. Okay, so the number by which we are multiplying the another number, we call this number as multiplicand. The number which is going to be multiplied by another number, that will be multiplicand, and to which it will multiply, we will call it multiplier. This is multiplicand, this is multiplier, which should be multiplied by multiplicand. And what do we call it? We will call it product. Okay, this is a very basic thing you should know about multiplication. The first number given here is your multiplicand, and to which that multiplicand will be multiplied, that will be multiplier, and their solution is known as product. Their solution after multiplication is known as product. So in your book on page number 11 you are given some properties of multiplication. Properties of multiplication. In your book it is also given to you with examples, but for your easiness I am going to give you other examples also, so that it will be easy for you to understand. Okay, so first of all we are going to start with the very first property, that is closure property of multiplication. Closure property, keep in mind closure property. So the product of two whole number is a whole number. This is known as closure property of multiplication. We can take this example also. It wants to say that if the product of two whole number, what are whole numbers? That starts from 0, where there is no fraction and no integers, just simple whole numbers. Okay, our whole number starts from 0, 1, 2 and so on. So 12 is also whole number and 2 is also whole number, and their product is also a whole number. So it wants to say that according to closure property, the product of two whole numbers will be a whole number, and this is known as closure property. Okay, the product of two whole numbers is a whole number. This is known as closure property. And you can give the same example also if you want, then you can change this. If you want to do 11 to the 22. So this is our whole number, this is our whole number, and its product is also whole number. Okay, all these are whole numbers. Now next one is order property of multiplication. What is that order property of multiplication? The another name of order property is also commutative property. The product of two number does not change when the order of the number are changed. It wants to say that, you can see with the help of this example, and also I am giving you another example. You will write here order property or commutative property. Commutative property. Okay, it wants to state that the product of two numbers does not change when the order of the numbers are changed. See, I will give you an example. Before explaining you this example given in your book, I will give you an example. According to order property or commutative property, it wants to say that if you multiply a number by another, then its product will be same. We can write it by changing their order. B into A is equals to also AB. I hope you got it. A into B is equals to AB, or B into A is equals to AB. It can be AB or BA both. ठीक है, both will be same. Means the order of the numbers on changing will not affect their product. Okay. For example, 4 to the 8, or I will write it according to the 2 multiply by 4, it will also 8. So I have changed their order. First of all, I have taken 4, then 2, and here I have taken 2 firstly and 4 another time, but their product is same. So according to the order property or commutative property, if we change the order of the numbers, then their product will not change, it will remain same. I hope you get it. I hope you get my point. Now next one is grouping property of multiplication. What is that grouping property of multiplication? We call it associative property also. So let's start. Associative or grouping property, we can call it grouping property. What is that? So the product of three numbers does not change when the grouping of the numbers is changed. This property is known as associative property. I will write definition here after some time and will share to you. It wants to say that an example is given into your book, like 5 multiply 4 multiply 3. 5 4s are 20 and multiply by 3. So what will be the answer? 23s are 60. But if I do it like this, 5 multiply, now I will take 4 and 3 into bracket, 4 into 3. So 5 multiply 4 3s are 12, then 12 5s are 60, or 5 into 12 60. My products will be same. It wants to say that if we create groups and the product of three numbers does not change when the grouping of number changed. If we change their grouping, first of all we have done grouping here, then we have done grouping with 4 and 3, but my answer will be same. So in this manner I can say that my 5 multiply 4 multiply 3 means this order will equal to this order. 5 multiply 4 into 3. I have grouped 5 into 4 here and 4 into 3 here. So if I have changed my grouping, then also my product or my answer will remain same. It will not change. This is called associative property. Next one is distributive property. Distributive property. According to distributive property, see 4 into 3 plus 5 and 4 into 3 plus 5, it is also given here. So here what we have to do, our grouping will be same, but we can do it by another method. For example, 4 multiply 3 plus 5. We have to distribute this multiplication among the given numbers. I can do this by two methods. First method is 4 multiply 3 plus 5 is 8. I can write it like this. So 4 8 जा 32 है ना, 4 8 जा 32. Now another method will be like 4 multiply 3 plus 5. So what I can do now, I can separately or I can distribute this 4 among this and this by multiplication like this. 4 multiply, first of all I will take this multiply with 3 plus this 4 with now 5. 4 multiply 5. 4 3s are 12, 4 5s are 20. If I add them, then what will be my answer? 32. 32. From both the methods I can get the same result. This is distributive property. I can do it by direct sum of the number which are in group, or I can distribute this with this and this with my both numbers that are given. This is distributive property of multiplication over addition, because we have used here the sign of addition. Okay, now let's move to multiplicative property of 1. Next one is multiplicative property of 1. Now what is this multiplicative property of 1? So when we multiply any number by 1, the product is the number itself. This property is called multiplicative property of 1. For example, I have any number and I will multiply it by 1, then I will get this number itself. Or I will give you an example. Suppose I have 2 3 1 and I want to multiply it with 1, so I will get the same number now. 2 3 1. On multiplication of any number with 1, we will get that number, but in case of 0, that will completely become 0. I am just talking about 1. So this is your example of multiplicative property of 1. When we multiply any number by 1, our product of the number which is multiplied to 1 will be that number itself. Next one is multiplicative property of 0. Now this was the one, but we have to study about multiplicative property of 0 for now. So what is that? For example, I am taking 4 9 2 and I want to multiply it with 0. What will my answer be? 0. In case of 0, don't think so much. If you are doing multiply and if you are multiplying any digit with 0, your answer will be 0. Okay, you can write this formula also. If you multiply any number with 0, your answer will be 0. That is the last property given into your book that is related to multiplication. Now let's move to another topic given into your book, and that is very easy. You should know these tricks. You must know these tricks. If you multiply any number with 1 0, 2 0, 3 0, what will be the answer? So multiplication of a number by multiple of 10 will be, you have to do like this. See, if I have 492 and I want to multiply it with 100, what I will do? This is 1. So if I have given 1 in the starting, so I will multiply this 1 with this. So my answer is 492. Now forget about this, just see this, 492. Now how much zeros I have? 1 and 2. I will put 2 zeros here. Okay. But if I have 2 here, okay, if I have, for example, 10 multiply 200, what I have to do? I have to multiply this 10 to 2. So 10 2s are 20, and how much zeros are left? 1 2. So I will put 2 zeros. Okay. In the same way, if you have given a big digit like 3 9 5 2 6, you are given it to multiply by 1000, what you will do? This is 1, so automatically you will multiply this to this. So what your answer will be? 39526. This one you will write here. And how much zeros are remaining? 1 2 3. So put 3 zeros. That is a very easy and simple trick for doing your question. Okay, from next time if you are given such kind of questions, just multiply that number if 1 is given here, and you have to just put the 0 behind that. That is done. Now let's move to your exercise given in this book. Here few examples are given to you, how to solve them. Okay, so first of all, I think we should do this question. Okay, according to your book, you are given 2 4 5 multiply by 90. So what should be the answer? You have two methods of doing this. Okay, first of all, here two types of questions are given to you, and you have to solve them by using different methods. So what you will do? First of all, I told you previously that you have to multiply this number by the first number given here, 9. So multiply it by 9. And what is that 0? So we know that 9 tens are 90. So we can write this 90 as 9 tens are. Very easy. Now I will make group of it. 2 4 5 group with 9. Let's take this in bracket and write 10 separately. So on multiplication, 2 4 5 into 9, 9 5s are 45, 9 4s are 36 and 4 40, 9 2s are 18 and 4 22. So my answer is 2205, 2205, and multiplication of 10. So my answer will be 2205. 1 is here, so I will directly write 10. Okay, and another one is given to you on the another side, that is 2370 into 6000. Here we have to apply another method. So how to do this? See, 2 3 7 multiply, we will separate this 0, 10. Okay, and we will separate 6000 as, so 6 into 1000 is 6000. So I can write it also 6 into 1000. Okay, now what I have to do? I have to group these numbers together. So 2 3 7 multiply by this 6, है ना? And that remaining 10 will be multiplied to the remaining 1000. So 237 multiplied by 6 is 1 4 2 2, and this is 1 2 3 4, 1 and 4 times 0. So what will be my answer? It is 1. So directly I will write 1 4 2 2, 1 2 3 4, 1 2 3 4. This is my answer. I hope you get it. So now I think we should do the question number first given into your book, that is fill in the blanks. See, here we have just studied about the order property of multiplication. So this question, your question number first is given according to that. See, we have those orders like A into B into C will be equal to A multiply B into C. This will be the formula of this. So according to this, if A is multiplied to B together by C, then A multiply grouping of B into C will be together. So here what do we need to write? If we are given, fill in the blanks. Fill in the blanks. So if I have given our first question 1 2 6 2 multiply by dash is equals to 2 6 4 3 multiply by 1 2 6 2. So AB is equals to BA. AB is equals to BA, and this was related to our this property, order property or commutative property. AB is equals to BA or AB. So 1 2 6 2 is here, 1 2 6 2 is here, and what is absent here? 2 6 4 3. So I will write here 2 6 4 3. That will be my answer. Okay. And one question I have just told you about, which that we have given an order A into B into C is equals to A into B into C. So according to that, a question number 6 is given into your book. So let's solve this. Dash multiply 1020 into 675 is equals to 2360 into 1020 into 675. That will be AB is equals to BA. That will be equal to property of commutative. AB is equals to BA, and that is equals to this property, distributive or grouping property, because it has ABC. So keep in mind, commutative is between AB and BA and distributive is between ABC. Okay. So here we are given 1020, here is also 1020, 675, here is also 675. Then what is absent there? 2360. So 2360. Very easy questions. Okay. So you have to do this all with yourself. Now let's move to question number 2. How to do that? So question number 2, that is complete. Your first question is given here is 1684, and you have to multiply it by 10 first of all, then by 100, and in the end you have to multiply it by 1000. So you can write it answer here also in book, but in copy you have to write it down properly. So 1684 will be multiplied to 10. Then what you have to do? Here is 1. That will be your answer. 1684. Here also 1684. Also 1684. Now you have to count zeros. Here we have 10. Then we will put 10. Here is 20. Then we will put 20. Here 3 zeros. 1 2 3. Very easy. Very easy question. Now you are going to do it with yourself. Question number this and this, and you can do these questions, try, because I have made you understand how to do this. These questions will be done like this, given on page number 32. So try these questions, and I will make you understand other questions by tomorrow. So start revision of this chapter number 4, that is operation on large numbers. Do it, and you have to do your work only in rough copy. Do not do it fair until I gave you permission. Until I will give you permission, you do not have to write down it in your fair copies. Just do in rough copy. Okay. Till then, take care. Bye.